And we're back. New letters. Who dis? Let's talk about it. Rock and roll trucker.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Trucker, the channel that likes to rock and roll, the channel that likes to play. We love to eat, we love to truck, we love to see the world around us and just have a big old time. Come on in and have a seat, let's have a good chat. We'll tell you where we're going, we'll tell you where we've been. And yes, that is me playing the music.
Hello everybody. It's been a few days. We're back. As you can see, at the beginning of this video, new letters on the side of the truck. New gig has commenced. I've got to do a new intro so it reflects who I'm working for and not the other company. So that's a little out of date, but as you can see, BWY Transport. They are an agency under Great Wide there, as you can see. So running for a small company under a big company. We're out here today. We did orientation yesterday. They got us all lettered up and inspected. We got us logged into the ELD and everything today, and we're picking up our first load. It's going somewhere I didn't really want to go, but it is what it is. We are picking up here in Chattanooga. That's convenient. The picking up part was real convenient, right here in town. Ooh, they're definitely going in and out of that trailer. We're going up to Baltimore, Maryland. Going to a place on the map. It does not look even remotely truck friendly. It doesn't look like they barely even got a loading dock. It looks like it's not going to be fun when we get there. And you know how it is getting up that way and trying to find parking or anything, but we're going to manage. We're professionals. I also have my co-pilot and co-pilot Junior back there somewhere. Look, she's back.
Hello.
She's back again. People always ask where she's at, because I'm not pretty enough by myself. So we got to have some decoration in the passenger seat over there. We got the, where's he at? Where's he at? Dash. Dash.
Dash, who there?
How you doing? Uh-oh. He's really excited to see you guys. It's been a while. But yeah, here we are. We're back. BWY. We'll be doing some drop and hook on occasion. Unfortunately, this load is not one of them. This is just a heavy one going to the East Coast, of which I didn't want to go, but alas, such is trucking, it seems. But we're going to do it. We're going to get paid for it, and we're going to go somewhere else after that. Don't know where yet. Hopefully I'll know that today. They seem to be more into planning people ahead of time rather than just waiting until the day of and running off spot market and stuff. We will see. We will see. But yeah, saw those fancy new red letters on there. That red matches up pretty good with the black truck, we think. We think that looks pretty sharp. It I don't know if it'll make the truck go faster. It'll make it look pretty cool.
Not like a new pair of shoes?
No, I don't know if it works like a new pair of shoes. You know, when you was a kid, you get your new gym shoes and you could just, by default, you could jump higher and you could go just a little bit faster. I don't know if the letters will make 43,000 pounds move down the highway any faster. It's yet to be seen. But during all that time, too, you remember the last time I was having truck issues and all, we got that diagnosed. We've not got the part put on yet. We've kind of got a Band-Aid on it for the moment until we can get the part put on, but I had to drop 1,500 of them greenback dollars that I didn't really have to drop on a part. I at least know what the problem is, and we diagnosed some other maintenance issues and everything that need to be done. So we got a plan for the truck. We just got to get out here and make some money for the truck so we can execute the plan for the truck. Yeah. So, new gig started. Problems diagnosed. We're in the truck. It's running okay for now. We got a dog in here. We got some passenger seat decoration. She's over here working much smarter than me. She's over here doing it through the computer and all, and not having to
I'm writing a sales page.
Fight the ills of the modern driver and all. She's writing a sales page. She's over here using her brain, using her mind, like smart people do. She's not driving this thing, which is, that further proves her smarts there. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here for now. You've seen what the new truck looks like. I got to make the new intro soon, and then we'll talk more about the new gig and see how it's going. If y'all got any questions about the new gig where I'm working or anything, feel free to throw them in the comments. It's been a few days since you've seen me. It's been a few days since I've talked to you all. We're going to get back in the swing of things here and make it regular again. We'll be back in a little while once we're on the road. Bye-bye for now. And we're back. We are in Athens, Tennessee. I-40 exit 49 at the Speedway. Fueling up. We've got a different fuel card, different fuel system, and a whole different way of doing things here. I can see what my discount's going to be and everything beforehand. I've got a much broader network to choose from now too. So that's cool, but yeah, we just pumped a cool $500 and something worth of diesel. We'll get a little discount off of that, but it's still going to be somewhere between $450 and $500 after our discount, which brings up the old joke of how do you end up with $1 million in trucking? You start out with $2 million. Yeah, we're comedians up in here, didn't you know that? That's what the old saying is anyways, though. And every time you stop to pump fuel, that's what you feel like. It's like, there's no way, how am I possibly ever going to make a positive nickel when I'm pumping $500 worth of fuel at a time? Yeah, and just to think, it was even more expensive not too long ago. It's still not cheap, but it's cheaper than it was. I don't know. Cheaper than it was. When you have to say, well, it's cheaper than it was, that automatically, anybody that's reading between the lines knows, well, it must still be expensive. Just not expensive as it was. Yeah, we got loaded up with our 43,000 some odd pounds of freight here. Not only do we have to go to Baltimore, but we've got to go to Baltimore heavy. So, first trip, could have been worse, could have been a lot better. That's what we've got to contend with. So it's going to be a slow trip. Running up 81, nearly fully loaded. Yeah, that's never fun. And we looks like we'll probably be just in time for Knoxville traffic. So I hope my passengers in the back are ready to deal with me. Are you ready to deal with me?
No.
She said she's not ready to. She said, I have seen this TV show before and we don't need a rerun. So this episode should not go into syndication.
Change it to Discovery Channel.
Yeah, she's changing the channel, she says. Man, completely shut out here. Like I said at the beginning, you saw at the very, very, very beginning of the video there where we now have fancy, pretty red letters on the side of the truck. We've got a new truck number, BWY Transport, under the Great Wide umbrella. A small company under a big company. So, you got some of the stuff you got to deal with that that you have to contend with when working for a big company, but you got some of the advantages of working for a smaller company too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, still my truck. I can still say no, do whatever. I still got a little power to say no, even though we're leased on. It's just there should in theory be quite a bit more stability on this one. They've got about half and half on contract freight right now. About half and half on drop and hook, I believe, is what they said. They said they do have a bunch of other irons in the fire on contract freight, so hopefully that percentage goes up. Because whenever that percentage goes up, that means there's more money on the table for the taking for operators that are leased on, such as myself. Anytime you can haul something that's not up on the load boards, just out on the spot market, you are most likely doing better. So the more contract freight they get, the more drop and hook freight they get, the better off all of us that are leased on to them will be. So got to be hoping for that. That adds a substantial amount of stability there. And man, I'm not looking forward to going through Knoxville here. It's been raining ever since we went to pick that load up. It started raining. I don't know if we've hit the 70 mile per hour speed limit since we left Chattanooga. Because we're heavy for one, but then you know how people drive when it starts raining in their car. So it's been hard to get up to speed simply just because of the traffic. And then that makes it even harder for me to get up the hills and stuff because I lose my momentum or don't have any at all because people just can't act right. Oh, it's a long day sometimes, and this is going to be a long one too. I think we've got till 4 p.m. tomorrow. I believe it's listed as an open appointment between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So, which that's kind of good because we're going to be getting up that way late, you know, so and I looked on the map and there are 0 options for parking at this customer. 0. You got to back in off a city street. It's city streets all around them. Residential areas, business areas. There are no options for parking within a stone's throw of this customer. So we're not really going to have much of a choice but to stop short somewhere and try and find the best parking we can and finish up tomorrow. So that open appointment is a good thing for us. Yeah, I don't know how short we'll stop, but there is 100% guaranteed chance that we will be stopping short because we don't have any other choice. Hard to sleep at the customer when there is nowhere to sleep at the customer. So do what we've got to do. And I don't know what that will be because there's not a lot of options. Once you get off 81 and get onto 66 or whatever, you know, headed up that way, you run out of options real quick. Hardly anything to contend with. So we got a lot of thinking to do about what we're going to do. And that's a plan for, we'll start examining that much further up the road than right here. We're not even in Knoxville yet. I'm going to quit flapping the wipers in your faces and get off here. She's back there working. She don't want to hear me talk. Dash don't want to hear me talk.
Dash always hears you.
Dash always does hear me. He's looking up at me like, what are you talking about? I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. We're going to drive along. Hopefully it'll not be rain. Hopefully we'll be out of this rain next time we hop on here. Maybe it'll be a little better view there with no wind. Sans windshield wipers in your face. I'm going to go. Not for good. Just until we hop back on here a little while. So hang out for a little while. Get yourself a snack or something. Mow your yard. Go do something useful. Quit sitting here looking at me. Go do something. We'll be back with you here in a little while. We've magically transported into the state of Virginia since we last spoke to you, and we landed in the wrong spot because we're stopped. Doesn't matter what time of the day, doesn't matter what interstate, it doesn't matter what state, no matter where you go anymore, you get stuck in traffic on the interstate. I don't know how this country moves anymore. Just constant, all the time. And it seems like I always find it no matter what. No matter where I'm going, anytime I'm a little bit of a time crunch, we're going to find something like this. Right lane closed ahead. Of course, there's been signs for a good way. Nobody paid any mind to them. Nobody merges until the very last minute. And here we sit again. The story of my entire life. It's alright though, because as far as I know, I'm winning the lottery tonight. At least a good portion of it. Yes. I've already planned for it. We've already done it. It's already in the works. It's a rigged system. None of you have a chance. Don't even bother. We have the winning tickets. Yes. I hope so. What do you think?
Yes.
She says yes. She says yes. Finally bought a couple of tickets the other day for the first time ever. 43 years old, never bought a Powerball ticket. And I finally figured out why I haven't been winning all these years, and it's because I haven't been playing. A little bit difficult to win when you don't buy a ticket. But it's also difficult to buy the ticket when you don't have no money to play. I don't know. Long odds for the rest of you because we're winning. That's the way I figured. Yeah. I didn't win the traffic lottery, so hopefully I win the money lottery.
Going all in on the money lottery.
Yep. All in. We're up here somewhere in the vicinity of Roanoke, I think. Yeah. Mile marker 102. We've got a blockage at mile marker 104. 104, I believe it was. What's that one say? Is that 103? Okay, we're at 103, so we got a blockage up here in about another mile on the right lane. Not a lot of excitement going on this video today. Just most of the excitement was just trying to figure out this new ELD system and getting logged in on their dispatch system and getting a trailer and everything, and it was just too hectic to really get all that on video. But yeah, don't y'all think Morticia looks nice with her new red highlights in her hair? She looks lovely, doesn't she? Just lovely. Yeah. I'd like to show you something more exciting here. This is about as good as it gets on some days, though. We've been MIA for a few days on video, so I wish I had something more eventful to present you with, but you get us. That's got to be good enough. Don't be asking. Just know you're in the presence of lottery winners right now, and don't be asking us for any money. Because it's already spent. No, it's not. Some of it's spent. I'm paying off everything. And I will be continuing my video series here. But it'll just be us joyriding in the truck. A little bit. We're just going to ride it around like an RV. That's the plan. That's the plan. We'll just hook us up a big fifth wheel on the back. Then we'll have the sleeper and the camper. We'll have room for guests. We might have room for somebody to come hang out with us at the campground. You never know. At all the campgrounds. That's what we're going to.
Wait list coming soon.
Yeah, wait list. We'll start a guest list. Yep. Although I think even we're going to be waiting a long time as of right now, based on this traffic. Have I mentioned how much I hate traffic? I hate sitting. I hate waiting. I also hate getting started on a trip in the middle of the day. It just kind of always makes the day seem like a waste. It makes it seem like you're under pressure. Like I said, I got an open appointment tomorrow, but you still don't want to spend. That sets you back up in the position where you're going to be starting your next thing in the middle of the next day. So just vicious cycle, my friends, vicious cycle. I like starting early in the AM before the sun comes up and getting it all knocked out and done at a reasonable time in the evening. And it's once we get past a certain point in Virginia here, any of you that are truck drivers know the parking prospects really start to get thin and dry up, especially when you're diving off towards Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. There's really basically nothing on I-66. So if you get that far, you're really kind of stuck with nowhere to go. You're a man or a woman without an island to live on at that point. So we're going to stop short our hours. We'll still have a couple hours to go, I guess. We'll have about 2 hours left maybe, but I think we're just going to stop short at the White's Petro and Rafine. So we got about another 100 miles to go that we were on pace to knock out real easily, pretty quickly, until we ran into this. Of course, now once we get through the stoppage up here, everybody's going to be clogged up for miles. Everybody trying to drag race each other, switching and swapping lanes, flipping and flopping, and trying to be number one. Everybody can't be Dale Earnhardt. I've been trying to explain it to them for years, and everybody keeps trying. Just your Jeep Wrangler and your Ford 850 Elevation Altitude Edition with 33s and offset rims. Those aren't race cars, my friend. They're not race cars. Y'all need to slow down and quit acting foolish out there. Yeah. Well, we're not getting very far very fast right now, so we're going to hop off. Here lately, there's been a ridiculous line to get into the Petro. I think last time I was on video getting into that Petro, y'all saw me losing my crap getting into that one because some guy tried to go around the whole entire line and turn in front of myself and another truck there, and y'all got to see me get highly agitated and not ever let that guy in line. Maybe you'll get to see that kind of fun again. Or maybe I'll just be a neighborly driver. don't count on it. I'm tired. We got to find a place to park. I'm hungry. Dog's hungry. She's hungry. We need to stretch our legs. We go to the restroom. Yeah. I'm not going to be friendly. Nobody's cutting in my line. We're going to hop off here. We're going to get a little further up the road. 6.5 inches at a time here, it appears. We'll talk to you. Tell you good night. Tuck you in and everything here a little while. I'll be good till we get there. See you in a bit. Oh, we're done. We're back. We're at the, where are we? We're at the old Lehigh Travel Plaza. Currently known as the TA, that's not near as good as the Lehigh Travel Plaza used to be. It's amazing how TA, Petro, Pilot, they'll all buy great truck stops and turn them into truck stops that aren't as great. One of the finest truck stop restaurants in the country there for a long time here at this place, and it's an IHOP now that doesn't even stay open at night for drivers that need it. We walked in there, it was 10 minutes till 10. They had the gate halfway pulled across the entrance, and it was closing at 10. No use in going in there. Not going to get any good food at that point. Ooh, look at that old cab over back there. Squirrel. Yeah. Easily distracted. There's a sweet old cab over. It's completely dark out here. I'd get it for you. It's all lit up. Chicken lights all over it and everything. But yeah, so Lehigh Travel Plaza here. Fine restaurant it used to have. Now it has a IHOP that you can't really even go eat in. Truck stop with parking this big with this much traffic in and out of it, and they closed the restaurant when a good percentage of the drivers that are out here would be using it. We walked up to it and got turned around. 2 or 3 other drivers right with us walked up to it and were like, I don't know what the crap is this. Luckily it was National Hot Dog Day and they had hot dogs for $1. And it's like, I swear they close these restaurants early and stuff just to get you to buy stuff out of the stores. But, well, we stopped here. I was trying to get to the Petro in Rafine. It was about another 10 miles longer, but we hit construction zone after construction zone after construction zone. They kept closing lanes down, doing some kind of guardrail work every few miles. And we just kept getting held back. And it got down to the point where I had about 10 miles to go, but only had about 6 minutes left before we were going to have to do a 30-minute break. And I was like, I'm not going to pull over and do a 30-minute break and then drive 10 more minutes. I'll just see if I can beat the clock and get over here. I was really close to it, so we made it in here. We got about 2 more hours we could drive, but the further you get into Virginia, the worse the parking situation becomes. Any of you that have been out here for a while know that. Especially like we discussed on the last little segment there. You get on 66 there, just hang it up. But yeah, this pretty much puts us in position to where we're going to hit all the awful traffic tomorrow. Excuse me. Dollar Hot Dog Day. Apologize. But yeah, we'll hit all the awful beltway traffic around DC, and then the good old, is it 495 up there, whatever it is up there around Baltimore, and just not looking forward to it. And looking at this customer on the map, I am super not looking forward to this customer. Looks like they've got like this alleyway set of docks right off of City Street. There's no parking lot for blocks and blocks and blocks on the satellite view on the map where you can get a truck in. It's just nothing to this place. I'm just gonna have to get in there, back in off of City Street, and hope I've got my next trip lined up to go to afterwards, because there's not going to be much for parking anywhere nearby there, so I'm going to need to be able to get unloaded and get out. Sorry for the weird shadows on my face. The camera, it looked real good when we set the phone up there, and then the camera adjusted itself to the light or something. Now I got all kinds of shadows on my handsome truck driving face here. But yeah, I probably sound worn out and frazzled and irritated and tired, and that's because I'm worn out, frazzled, irritated, and tired. We're going to watch some TV here in a bit. Chill out. We had our hot dog and our tater chips and dinner of champions, you know, balling on a budget. We didn't feel like firing up the microwave. Didn't feel like doing anything. Dash didn't want to cook his dinner tonight. He never wants to lift a finger. You pesky puppy. Come here, Dash. Come here, Dash. You got to talk to the people. You got to talk to the people. Show them what kind of chef you're not. Look at that guy though. Does he pay? Does he earn his money by being cute? Y'all, what do you think? I don't know. Grumpy old man him is. Never cooks and never cleans. So I'm not too satisfied with that. A lot like for as old as he is, he acts a lot like a teenager. Yeah. He just catapulted out of my arms. But yeah, you know where we're at. You know how we got here. You know we started the new gig today. Morticia's got some lovely red lettering, some highlights in her hair there. And weren't real super satisfied with this first trip we got put on. But it is what we've got to deal with at the moment. Hopefully we get something that takes us back to the more familiar lands, back into the south pretty quickly tomorrow. That's what I was really banking on, was getting something that went south, then into Alabama or Georgia or somewhere like that. And instead I get city streets in Baltimore. I had a good streak, many years of not having to touch it. I didn't miss it. I've done it before and didn't miss it. We're going to get it done. For now, we're going to go be tired. I'll be more energetic tomorrow. It's been a whirlwind. Been a whirlwind of the last couple of days. Worrying about the mechanicals on the truck, worrying about the truck passing inspection, orientation, trying to get all this new electronics. ELD, I've never seen this system we're using on this ELD in my life before. So I was learning that. Got a little dispatch system on the phone I'm learning. It's just it's overwhelming to start a new thing. So
You're doing great.
she says I'm doing great. Hopefully, well, here in about, according to the clock, in 38 minutes I'll win the lottery, so I don't know. Powerball draws at 10:59, I do believe. By my clock, that's 38 minutes. So, if you don't see me back on here tomorrow, you know why. Means I unloaded this load and told them I had to go back home. Yeah.
To claim your giant check.
If you see me again on here tomorrow, you know we got to buy some more tickets, right? There's $1 billion in the pot. Can't we all have some? Can't we all have a couple of bucks? Can everybody in this country that's not already a millionaire have a piece of that pie? Come on, please. $10, $50, $100. Give me something. Give me something. Let the small men, the small people, the middle class and lower, let us have a win. Let us have a win. Quit giving it all to the upper crust. What was that Aerosmith song? Eat the Rich. And I believe Motorhead had Eat the Rich as well. Shout out to Lemmy. He's on my arm. But enough of my banter. It's not even entertaining right now. I think we're going to go. We got to watch Roseanne. We're finishing up the old school Roseanne series. I think we're to the last season. Where they win the lottery. So we got to go back here for inspiration. Yeah.
Yes.
We got to mingle with our people, fellow lottery winners. I'm not even going to mess with music right now. I don't have the capacity for it at the moment. I'm going to say good night.
Good night.
Oh yeah, good night from her dad. Dash says good night.
He says adios.
Oh. Adios, senors and senoritas. We will talk to you all again tomorrow.